everyone. This is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Legacy Breakdown. And I'm no car guy, but I do like this car mode. I really do. It looks good. When you've done everything right, it tabs in. Really nice. The details, unfortunately, no painted lights, but the spoiler is painted all the way around. That's kind of nice. Flaking a bit, unfortunately. No, just dust. Good. Ah, still flaking. Or badly painted, I have no idea. But anyway, he looks good. I don't know what kind of car this is. I think it's a Lambo. Well, never mind. That's what he looks like from above. And that's what he looks like from beneath. And he's kind of hollow. And if you don't store the gun here, he looks even worse. You kind of make out the chest, the feet, and the arms in this mode, unfortunately. But it works. This just looks utter ugly to me. You're supposed to have it looking like this, not like a big white peg in the middle. You can paint this if you want to, but this is just sloppy, I think. For comparison, let's bring in his leg bot body, Wild Rider. And they are basically the same mold, just a few things different. And I think that is kind of sad, because I think they should have made a new mold for Wild Rider, in my humble opinion. They look the part, they look good, and they work. You don't really have any articulation. You can take this off, but that's more for transformation. Transformation. The gun is, of course, removable. And you can see the hollowness. Oh, you can also see the head. Hello, I'm hiding in here. So, let's get him into combine mode. I'm not even going to start the music for this one because it's so quick. You just pull this out, turn that out, and you're done. This is the combine mode. You just peg it into the Menosaur leg, and ta-da! Leg. Without further ado, let's get him into robot mode. Cue music. Take this off. Fold the feet out so you can reveal the thighs. Fold the thighs up like that. Turn his waist around. Close the lower parts of the leg. Fold the feet down and separate the leg. Easy peasy. Okay. Fold that down. There are several ways to actually do this transformation. The manual says to put it like that, but I think that looks just horrible. So what I usually do is just tab them in and put them like that. It will make for a slightly bigger backpack, but on the other side, the silhouette from the front is not disturbed by a lot of garbage. Okay. Fold out his arms. fold out his little fists. Then break open his chest, fold out his head, and push the chest back. Now he's in robot mode. Let's take a look at the details. His head has some nice yellow eyes there, and a red face. Actually looks better in real life than on camera for some reason. We saw this earlier. Unfortunately, we have 2 screw holes here. They don't look nice. But you have a lot of molded details in here, everywhere. And again, I don't want to see those pins. More detailing over here. The underside of the car. Those plastic wheels that go round and round. His little feet. And here you see the back side of the car. And you can't store this here. Well, you can, but it's going to look ridiculous. Because if you tab them both in, he can't use his legs. So, no. And here we come back to the big backpack. And it is kind of big for this size bot, I think. I mean, this is a deluxe class, and half of him is back here. That looks a bit strange. But for articulation, his head can do 360. And if you tell him to duck, he can actually do that as well. Not really look down, unfortunately. His arms come out to there. You can go a 360 if you avoid hitting all this in here. He comes to about 90 in his elbows. And the hands only turn inwards, nothing else. But that's due to transformation. He has that waist rotation. He can high kick. And he has to because everyone's taller than him. And kick back. And of course, the full splitties. You have a thigh swivel. You have a 90-degree plus somewhat knee bend. And these little feeties are movable inwards and upwards, but not downwards, unfortunately. But since you can tilt them, he's quite poseable. And again, you can move this around if you want to, but for articulation, that's not really adequate. His accessories are a gun, of course, little gun made out of black and white plastic. And of course, you can just put that in his hand if you want to, like so. And the spoiler. And the spoiler, you can't do anything really with this. You can give him a boomerangy weapon if you want, or you can actually combine them to a sword-like apparatus that he can actually hold in his hands like that. So he can go chop, 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 gun, hiya, or whatever sounds you want to make. And for comparison, let's bring in Dead End. Now, they look very different from each other. Dead End actually looks like a robot from the 21st century, while Breakdown looks more like an 80s robot somewhat. I do like this one better. But as always, you can see that they're from the same series and they have a lot of the same things like the pins and stuff like that visible everywhere, and those generic ports I so loathe. I'm not taking this anymore. So, for my final thoughts about this robot, given the fact that he isn't a masterpiece, he's a deluxe class, he's really good. He's not as good as the others, mind you, but still very good. And he looks good in all modes, even though the combiner mode is a bit lackluster. But due to the fact that the Menasor combiner looks really good combined, he is a recommendation from me. But I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care.